Hello everyone, it is the King of Dogs here for a new kind of video for me. It's a top 10 video, and as you can tell from the subtitle here, it's very, very low effort. I made it in Google Slides, and I'm just kind of doing some unscripted voiceover here. So, let's get into it with number 10. My number 10 most underrated Pokemon is Chestnut, and I should clarify something real quick. These Pokemon are based off of my opinion of the Pokemon. They're not based off of, oh, number 1 is the most underrated Pokemon, number 10 is the least underrated of the group. These are just Pokemon that I think are underrated in my order, in an order of how much I like them. Chestnut I like quite a bit. Chestnut I like quite a bit. It was the starter I chose in Gen 6 in my first playthrough, as well as the starter I ended up choosing in my current Pokemon X Nuzlocke. It's bulky, it's strong, and I feel like the reason a lot of people don't like it is because of Quilladin. Yet these same people also like Litten and Torracat, um, so yeah, number 10 is Chestnut. Number 9. For number 9, we have Sigilif. Sigilif doesn't get a lot of love, which is a real shame. It may not seem like a very interesting design. It's not cute, it's not cool, but it's a very bizarre design. But I really like its bizarre design. And design alone isn't what really makes me like a Pokemon. It's also the memories I have of using it. I used a Sigilif in my Pokemon Black playthrough, my first ever Pokemon Black playthrough, and yeah, I really liked using Sigilif. It was a very, very fun Pokemon to use. Psychic and Flying is a pretty neat type. There are quite a few other Psychic Flying types, but Sigilif is definitely my favorite of the bunch. Also, I mean, I can't be the only one who sees this, right? I can't be the only one who thinks the bit on the top of Sigilif's head looks like an unknown. For number 8, we have a very controversial pick, Sneasler. Yeah, so a lot of people hate Sneasler because they think that its design is ugly or they think it's lazy, but I'm here to say something. Yeah, I used to think the same. I used to think it was ugly and lazy and whatnot, but really it's not even a bad design. It's a pretty interesting design. And I hated it. I did in fact hate it until a certain event near the end of Legends Arceus' main story, where you actually battle a trainer who uses a Sneasler. And that Sneasler, that's when I found out about Sneasler's idle animation, and oh my gosh, I love the idle animation. And for the people who think, oh, Sneasler is just a stretched out Sneasel, explain this. Explain this. Sneasler is not just Sneasel stretched out. It's different. On to number 7. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Number 7 is Garbodor. Yeah, it's hated because of Unova and whatever. Pretty much, Garbodor is a very much hated Pokemon for being a lazy design or being uninspired and whatnot. But here's the thing. I don't think it's really that bad. Yes, it's ugly, but that's the point. It's supposed to be ugly. It's a garbage monster. It's a torn up trash bag, spilling garbage all over. It's a monster made of a torn up trash bag. I can't stress that enough. Like, it's supposed to be ugly. And they didn't just do, oh, garbage spilling out, trash bag torn up. They had tubes and pipes. They had piping and beams as Garbodor's arms. And then, of course, you have the classic razor blade mouth. Razor blade mouth. I feel like I've done it. And of course, yeah. I feel like I've said enough. Garbodor, much better design than Muck. Moving on. For number 6, we have Roggenrola. That is all. For number 5, I have Colossal here. I didn't expect to like Colossal as much as I did when I played through Sword and Shield, but Colossal ended up being a major player on my team. It's bulky, it's decently strong, and it's got an epic G-Max form. I mean, look at that G-Max form. That's just... They took a pretty nice design, pretty interesting design, and they made it insanely cool. Moving on to number 4, we have a Pokemon who I have really good memories of using in a Nuzlocke. My first ever ex-Nuzlocke, I caught a Venipede in the route moving towards that castle or whatever, and the Parfum Palace, I think. And that Venipede, little did I know that it would become a major player in my team. Caterpillar the Scolipede was insane, so yeah. Plus, it's not even a bad design. It's actually a really nice design. It's really cool. And it's red. Like, you can't go wrong with some red. But something I've always wanted for Scolipede is some sort of new form. Like, imagine if they gave... Oh, yeah. But before we get to that, look at these stats. It's very fast, very strong. It's not very bulky, but it's a glass cannon. But something I always wished Scolipede could have gotten is a Mega Evolution. This is just... Imagine if Scolipede got a Mega Evolution. That would be sick. Number 3. Skuntank. Okay, so... You might notice that I like a lot of poison types, but Skuntank... I mean... It's Skuntank. Everyone remembers good old Jupiter Skuntank. But the reason I like Skuntank so much is because of a Skuntank I used in a Diamond Nuzlocke. It carried me alongside a Crobat for a pretty long time before it unfortunately got crit and died. But Skuntank, I really like Skuntank. What more can I say? Number 2, Houndoom. I think Houndoom's underrated. I think Houndoom's pretty cool. My first ever playthrough Platinum, I used a Houndoom. Yeah, what more can I say? Houndoom is awesome. Also, yes, this image is blurry, but the Mega Evolution is sick. And I don't know why, but even after I got a Mega Evolution, Houndoom doesn't really get much attention. Attention that it deserves. So, like, maybe Scarlet and Violet can give us a regional Houndoom variation with a new evolution? Who knows? And for number 1, Barbaracle. Yeah, I absolutely love Barbaracle. Once again, Nuzlocke made me realize just how cool some Pokemon were. And that happened with my first ever Pokemon X Nuzlocke as well. I had a Binacle, I used it, and then it kind of carried me alongside Scolipede for a pretty long time. I like Barbaracle. Its stats are pretty good. It's got pretty Really good physical bulk, pretty good attack. It's not very fast, but it doesn't need to be, because it hits like a truck, and it can take hits pretty well as well. So, that's my low effort top 10 underrated Pokemon video. Like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll see you in the future. Farewell.